We're live!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are on tape today. No, live.
Semi-live. Possibly live.
Yes, it's still not showing up on my end.
I know, it still hasn't shown up. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it in my browser on this computer, and it's totally there, but it's not showing up on the other browser. This is a bit weird. We've been live for... Oh, hang on. It's doing something. It's doing something. It's there. It's there.
There we go. Here we go.
We're live. Live and in color, if you will. Welcome everyone to the ESR Enduro race from RaceRoom Raceway National Layout. I'm your host, Michael Magus, and with me is my loquacious partner, the man that you really came to see, let's be honest here, Byron Dirksen.
Hi. And
we have Audi TT VLNs today as the car of choice, which is always our Enduro choice. And Mike Staubmill currently leading the field, but Christopher Streppin's very close to him, actually. And then everyone else is really not even close.
Javi P was really kicking ass, and then I think everybody caught up.
I think it was more a case of he got out there early, and now other people are out there.
That's what I said. You big jerk. So,
hey, we got Enrique Hervas today.
We're on the RaceRoom racetrack and RaceRoom, the RaceRoom experience.com/RaceRoom. A little bit of nepotism going on here.
I mean, it is one of the coolest completely fictional tracks ever created, though.
Is there a loop-de-loop?
There is not.
Well, I don't know. Hey, Mr. Barcadero, a little bit wide.
A little bit wide there with the Danzig, with the Sidzig car.
Danzig, motherfucker.
Danzig, motherfuckers, yeah.
Member of my favorite Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode, Ghost of Thanksgivings Past from the Future. It's the one with the mechanized ghost, the cyborg ghost turkey. And then Danzig buys Carl's house.
Sounds intriguing.
It's awesome. It's fantastic. And then, like, Danzig's like, oh, I can't take that guy. What's your name again? Danzig, motherfucker. And it's just this spectral cyborg turkey monster guy prophesying things over and over and over. Oh, no, because that's what it is. And he goes to haunt Carl's house. And then Carl sells the house to Danzig, and then Danzig's like, it bleeds up the walls? How much do you want for it? and then after a while, Ghost of Thanksgivings Past to the Future comes back over to the Aqua Teen house, and he's like, I can't take that guy anymore. He's really intense.
Just a bit. Ooh, Josiah Jerome up into the top 5. Seeing some names I've not seen in a while. We got Mr. Enrique Hervas on the scene today.
It's your boy Huevos. He is, I haven't seen him in a while. This is probably to do something with long-term jail sentence or possibly not that at all.
Something involving an ostrich, perhaps?
Allegedly.
Ooh, 4th position for Yevgeny Lazarenko. This is, of course, just the practice round, so these times are much like whose line is it anyways. The points don't matter, and the rules are made up.
I'm good with that.
But it does give us some level of idea of who's fast, who's not fast, and who's kicking ass.
I see that everybody's tires are set to D.
Yes.
Or whatever the hell that symbol means. D for deads.
Dunlop, I imagine?
Incorrect. It stands for baseball.
That would be a bit weird.
I knew a guy in high school. He wore a Detroit Tigers hat all the time for no particular reason. And somebody who didn't know about sports asked him, like, why do you wear that hat all the time? And he just pointed to it and went, D for baseball, and then walked off. No explanation.
Martin has the idea that we're going to do a 3-man commentary booth from your place, by the way.
I had a similar idea, but hadn't expressed myself in words yet.
Well, there we go.
He's going to have to lose a lot of weight, though, because we're going to have to try and fit around my desk. And I'm not doing it, so...
It's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
I am already losing weight, so there you go.
Well done. I am not. I refuse.
You refuse on religious grounds?
Just moral indignation more than anything.
I am too good for your weight loss.
Correct. Too busy experimenting with poutine recipes to really slow down.
Well, I mean, you got the king of poutine coming, so I mean, there you go.
The lean, mean poutine machine.
Indeed, indeed. We briefly had a viewer there, but he has left.
What a dummy! You lossing out.
We're here to destroy all humanity. Mike Stockmill is here to embarrass everybody.
Whoa, hurtful.
Actually, he's not
He's barely 40 minutes faster than everybody
He's
else.
not embarrassing Christopher Streppin, who's really holding it down. Where's Ariel Zatoni fit? Ariel Zatoni apparently fits nowhere. I'm a little puzzled by that. Invalid lap, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Yevgeny's got a
Even
purple
nerds
for a
just don't
second.
have all the answers.
We don't have all the answers, just most of life's answers. People just generally ignore us and say things like climate change doesn't exist.
I would say that climate stasis doesn't exist.
I mean, that is true. Me and Byron, of course, just got done watching the UFC card from the early morning there from Denmark.
Dead man punched that other man.
It was a good run of fights, considering that wasn't exactly the most name-filled card in existence.
They certainly did not have Martin Kamen on it.
It was a horribly missed opportunity.
Bunch of racists.
I suspect that it's not actually to do with it. Hey, my phone is stuck.
Was it saying something about that porn download's done?
Porn download on my phone? No, that's not what that's for.
Just uploading?
Definitely not what that's for. No. I have 3 computers, sir. I don't need to use my phone for porn.
For porn.
There's a whole computer dedicated to that. Come on.
Sorry, I was just reading. One of the guys is posting something up in the wrestling Facebook page. I can't really make out what the hell he's talking about. Something to do with CM Punk and Fox.
Interesting.
And I guess something about him having a test shoot, and then I don't know what this is supposed to pertain to.
I see.
Mentioned that it would be Fox hiring him, not W. So Fox is looking to hire CM Punk to do stuff, maybe to commentate on WWE stuff.
That'd be good.
WWE wouldn't pay him for. I don't know what the hell. That doesn't make none of that makes any sense. I would imagine if you're paying people $1 billion, you don't hire the guy who talked shit and then defied your lawsuits.
You totally do that if you're Fox.
I guess. Did you hear about Fox's deal?
Woo! Someone almost said woo.
They're getting dumped by the Dish Network, so they're going to be down 12 million homes going into the big new wrestling war.
That's fantastic.
So everybody's trying to hashtag save Fox, and fuck you, eat shit, cripple all corporations. I mean, to a little lesser extent, really. I mean, I'm not trying to go anarchy communist here, but I mean, everybody needs a kick in the teeth every year.
Every so often.
I think once a year for a major corporation to get a big kick in the teeth.
Mr. Zerai Garunian is watching our stream and is asking if he is lagging.
I can read you just fine. I don't think your text is lagging at all.
I assume he means in the game, as that has historically been an issue for Mr. Zerai Garunian.
Well, why don't you use your super duper powers to fucking track him down, then?
I can do.
Captain Edmund.
Well, there's a slight problem. He's in the pit lane. So, you know.
Oh, well then he's lagging really bad.
Need him to go out on track so we can find out if he's lagging or not. He's rocking the Oakley car.
Ooh, shiny. I'm just gonna leave mine on auto director.
Yeah, that's pretty much the best way of doing it. Hi, Zerai! You're on stream. Sitting in the pit lane.
Indeed. You look real pretty, boy.
Oh, we got a couple of people coming in. We got Johnny the Peach. We've got Martin Edmonds. And Fran Machuca has arrived.
Fran Motorsports.
So we're up to 16 cars here for this. Should be a pretty interesting race because it's a relatively short track, which means Mike Stoppmill's going to see some blue flags.
Also, since Mr. Garunian is in the chat, you can, if you have pronunciation of your name issues, holla at your boys. We'll fix that.
Indeed.
He's actually not in chat anymore. What a dummy.
It looks like it looks like he is not lagging, so we do have the answer to that question.
He equals lagless.
This car appears to be solid, not blinking. Mike Stoppmill heading into the pit lane, practicing his pit lane entrance. Which everyone should actually do. We get a ridiculous number of speeding in the pit lane penalties.
Well, that's because pit lanes don't matter.
Pit lanes matter.
Drift the entire length of the pit lane at full speed.
There's actually a YouTube channel called Black Flags Matter. It's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Does a lot of NASCAR shit. Has like a series of NASCAR busts. It's like, this person was a bust. This is why they are a bust. Here are some highlights.
Japanese man crashes into things.
Hamilton Ticats won last night. They moved to 10-3 on the season. Number one!
All three losses coming at the hands of the BC Lions.
None of the losses coming at the hands of the BC Lions.
What?
Your Lions suck.
Yeah, well, we gotta have an off year here and there. You guys have, like, an off decade every decade.
I'd say the BC Lions have had some off decades.
Having a successful season, which is an anomaly.
Harsh. Somewhat fair, but harsh.
It's like the weird, like the inverted anomaly. You guys suck most of the time. We don't suck most of the time, but we suck sometimes.
I don't know about that. I would say if I was a Lions fan, I would not be terribly happy with how this season's gone with the whole Mike Riley acquisition and like this is supposed to be good.
You gotta have the lows to enjoy the highs. So we'll just rip off 9 or 10 Grey Cup wins in a row after this. It'll be fine.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen either. But wait till the Nova Scotia Schooners get in the league, man. That's going to happen any frickin' century now.
It's supposed to happen actually relatively soon. I think like 2021?
Fair enough. I have no idea. It was supposed to happen in the 70s, I think. Oh, we've been joined by the Sheik.
Ah, Nelson Sheik.
What's up?
What is up, Sheiky baby?
Indeed. Chic, your booty.
Confirm or deny, Sheik, that you have stories about smoking blunts in a car with Kevin Nash.
That seems likely. Also, I need your 10 best camel recipes. Have you seen the TikTok guy who smiles into the camera and cooks stuff?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, a bunch of people have sent me the link to one where they dig a giant hole and line it with brick and mortar and then a fire.
Yeah, I saw that,
Yeah, it's like a quarter of a camel.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know what else is that big. Like, that leg bone's fucking long. It's gotta be a camel or a giraffe. That ain't no cow.
No, it's definitely not cow.
Tall-ass cow. It's the world's tallest cow.
Someone posted a picture of a video of a 2-day-old donkey today that was like chasing them around the yard, and like she'd pet it, and then she'd walk away, and the donkey's like, no, you don't understand. This is not over.
It's never gonna be over. Oh, speaking of that, man, Chris and I went and watched fucking Rambo: Last Blood last night. Fuck me, dude. That thing goes from 0 to 125 and a half.
I saw your post about that, yes.
Hell yeah. There's these kids sitting behind us. I don't know, they were like late teens, early 20s, somewhere in there. And the first scene that involves violence goes brutality right up the fucking gut. And they literally stood up and went, nope, and just walked out. Oh my god, I was so hyped.
I was kind of chuckling at the reviews that we were getting for that movie, basically, where people were like, oh, it's not politically correct, it's harsh and whatever.
No,
like,
it is not.
It's fucking Rambo. Of course it isn't. It's not meant to be.
It's not. It's not politically correct. It is honest. That shit could literally happen. Maybe the last third of the last quarter of the movie, maybe not literally happen. You probably have to do that in Montana for that to really work, but which one's Lucky Seven Wolfen again? You guys
Paul Dark, isn't it?
Could be.
I think it's Paul Dark.
The dankest. Paul Dank.
Paul Dank. Paul the Dankest.
The dankness.
Tactices!
But yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers for anybody who wants to go see the new Rambo. I just go see the new Rambo. Don't take anybody who has any problem with violence, because goddamn, it gets real serious.
To be honest,
real quick.
That was a given.
No, it's not even like Hollywood violence. It's pretty fucking like, it's like somebody watched a bunch of the Saw movies, which I have seen none of, or like Hostel movies, and went, those guys are fucking amateurs.
I recommend the first Saw movie and none of the ones after that.
Which is the one where they dive into the pool of syringes?
That was the second one.
Oh yeah, no, I have zero interest in that shit.
Yeah, no. The first one's like an interesting take and a new like horror deal, whereas everything after that just becomes shit.
That sounds fair.
And no, Lucky Seven is a different Paul.
I see that, yeah.
So it's not Rick and Benny, it's not Dark. Oh, it's Hance! Paul Hance!
I don't know who that is.
It's Paul Hance.
I think I did this speech last time. I have no interaction with Paul Dark, and I don't think with Paul Hance. But I do remember making no Hance dance jokes.
I believe it is Paul Hance.
I believe that it's Hance.
I believe it is Hance.
I believe that he wears no pants.
Do you believe he dances?
He's going naked every night and day. Undo the fly and run away.
I would like to say to the stream, we haven't even started drinking yet.
Speak for your fucking self.
Hey, I haven't started drinking.
I started drinking over half an hour ago.
We have confirmation. It is Paul Ham. We are now up to 7 viewers. I'd like to thank 5 of you for being with us today. Because two of them are us. Oh god, someone's on the roof.
Pull the inside-outside too hard. We'll refer to Lucky 7 as Paul Handsome.
Let's see here. Who was that on his roof? Let's see if we can figure out by the livery. I believe it was Ariel Zatoni who had...
no? Could be.
No, it was not Ariel.
Black livery.
Yeah, I saw the livery, but I'm trying to make it out with the small, like, little things. Anyways, we're on to qualifying.
I'm highly qualified.
Christoph Verstappen is the first man on track for the Rotec Racing crew. That nice lime green and black livery.
Now sponsored by Monster. It's like an inverted Monster can.
A little bit, yeah.
It's not black with green logo, it's green with black logo.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a shame we don't have the Monster card, the Monster Energy Grid Girls in this game. That is how it is. If you watch World Rallycross, which actually might be the one form of racing you would get into, I think. Because
I like the funny car rallies.
That's true. But World Rallycross, it's like really short heat races of like 5 laps apiece, basically, and there's a lot of crashing.
I want to see them do funny cars on the Baja 500. That's what I want.
Mike Stockmill on the track. All of you just need to weep.
Correct. Question from Paul is: are we going to do Samir references today? Possibly.
It's a maybe.
There's a couple of movies with Samirs in them. Mike Stockmill, world's biggest hacker, obviously cheating 20%.
Clearly cheating at all times.
I don't think he's actually taking the ballast. He's just easing up on the gas pedal a little bit.
No, he actually
quick maths.
He just adds some negative into the code there.
Yeah, no, he just does a little quick maths into his head, and he's like, oh, 80 kilograms. Okay, so I have to ease up 2 degrees on the throttle. All right, here we go.
So who are we looking at for a good performance? I mean, we've got Mike Stockmill, obviously, but who's our pick for number 2?
Number 2 will probably be, I don't know, maybe Fran Machuca, maybe Enrique. I don't know yet.
Christopher
Sean Kenny's always a thing. Martin Edmonds, weirdly enough, is kind of okay at racing. I don't understand that at all, but okay.
Speaking of Martin, he is on the screen now, actually.
Hey, Martin, use the poutine to grease the wheel, huh?
I always have a hard time
I
have a problem picking Martin in any time it's a longer race, like today's is 90 minutes, because he does not manage his tires well at all.
Correct.
But he is going to be the initial pace setter here, maybe.
Paul says that the Austin round of the ARX is live right now. I don't know what that means. You're going to have to translate.
American Rallycross.
Does that mean that there's like beer helmets involved? Fuzzy dice?
Probably. Probably, let's be honest. There's a guy named Scott Speed in it, which, I mean, I feel like you're just born to race with that name.
Pretty much. What about Scott Speed? Whatever happened to Scott Speed Man? The guy from the Underworld movies?
Yeah, I don't know. His career kind of like stutters like really badly.
Weird. Maybe he's got some personal issues that interfere with his ability to not be a douchebag. Possibly behind.
Maybe. Could be. Fran Machuca with a purple first sector. He is now in sector 2. He is currently the man on pole position, but we still haven't seen a lap from Mike Stockmill yet. So, looking forward to that. Looking forward to see what Christoph Verstappen can do.
He's the highest paid for stripper in the entire world.
Fran has come across some traffic here, which might be a little bit of a problem.
Maybe.
Might have slowed him down a little bit as he comes across the line here. And
Apparently, Speed got angry on iRacing, according to Paul.
There we go.
I think everybody gets angry on iRacing. But
Scott, but he got like legendarily angry on iRacing. It's pretty funny.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like internet worthy?
Internet worthy, yeah, for sure.
Probably have to linky up that in the comment section.
I will rely on Paul for that.
Excellent.
I don't think I have the link handy, but yeah, there is some shit.
Anybody with a link to that private message, that over to Mio, and he'll add that to the description of the video later on. Or else,
if I find out you're holding out on me, I will show you that I have a very specific set of skills.
It involves porn acquisition.
I mean, that is a skill I have.
Yeah, so I already know what's going to be on the menu for you guys' arrival on the 5th.
Oh, would you like to share, or are you looking for that to be
Nope.
a surprise?
Surprise! You guys are showing up in the evening, right?
Probably, because it's like a 9-hour drive, so yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't know.
We will be departing. I believe the plan is we are departing on Saturday morning.
Ah, fair enough.
Because I will be arriving Friday evening, and we'll probably just chill for the evening, and do the rental car in the morning, and make our way over there.
Cool. I will have supper ready.
Somebody named Martin doesn't have winter tires.
Nick, what?
Doesn't have winter tires. Therefore, doesn't want a chance.
He's Canadian, right?
Yeah, I know. I've said all of these.
Oh wait, he lives in Vancouver. Never mind. That's not real Canada. I saw the dumbest housewife, totally off topic, saw the dumbest housewife move on Facebook I'd seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Some, like a friend of a friend on Facebook posted up. We had a local kerfuffle at our prison, and it's a maximum security prison, so these guys are, kind of pent up. So there was a kerfuffle for about 4 hours, which some people called a riot and other people called, a thing. And she's linked up to the news story for the local news station on Facebook and posted only this: something has to change, or things have to change, something like that. It was like 4 words.
Please think of the children.
It was like, okay, what has to change? For who? Which side are you on? Like, you think we're mistreating these criminal bastards? Or do you think that maybe the guards should have better equipment to treat? Like, expound, motherfucker. No, it's just an attempt to garner attention, and she unfortunately got some of mine. I feel bad for even bringing it up. I don't know why I brought it up, but obviously it's bothering me, so I'm working through some stuff, guys, and I need some juice, so I'm just gonna have some.
I mean, it's a complex issue, having, seen the inside of a prison. It doesn't it's not exactly a great system that we have right now, just in general.
Well, I'm fine with it. I mean, I'm not involved, because I'm not a criminal bastard.
Not all of us have that option!
Fuck them, throw them in an ice flow. See, here we go. I got a solution that makes everybody happy. We take them, we fly them up north in a helicopter, drop them off. I'm talking way up north, and we help save the polar bear. End quotes. That's all I'm saying. Let nature take its course. Allegedly, quotes. It's a green solution. It's helping nature and reducing crime. I guarantee you don't want to be on that flight.
It's surprising how that probably wouldn't end up lessening crime somehow.
You are guilty. Get to the chopper.
I mean, somehow Russia still has crime despite having spent decades going, you're going to Siberia.
Yeah, no, I understand that. You go to Gulag. Fuck. I wonder what... I've never actually looked into the Gulag thing. Imagine that the security's pretty good, right? You want to keep them in. But how good is it really? Like, we're in the middle of Siberia. Where are they going to go?
Yeah, it's a lot of Star Trek undiscovered country style prison with the there is no stockade, there is no watchtower, there's just snow, lots of snow.
It's like, yeah, you could escape if you want, but why? I'll tell you why. If I can take out a guard with a rifle and some ammunition, I could probably live out there.
Crematoria.
Oh, dude, there's my new short story. We'll write a, we escaped the Gulag. Where do we go? Oh, there's a whole fucking colony of people out here that escaped the Gulag. Short story written, done. Don't steal my idea, Paul.
You saying Paul is a sneaky guy like that?
I don't know, Paul, but I suspect anybody who trusts to luck and wolves might be a little shady.
Well, Christopher Streppin, I think, just blew a pretty good lap there by going really wide.
Looks like it. He was a minute and 27 seconds ahead. If I'm reading that correctly.
And, it's not a minute 27.
What?
How is that still
lit for like hours and stuff, right?
No.
Oh, my bad.
It's a minute 21 lap here, boss.
What?
Javi P!
It's my boy! He was late to band class last night. Speedy and I went off posting music again, and I won. And not that it's a really good competition, but sometimes it feels like you win. And and Javi P woke up this morning. He's like, "You guys posted Elliott Smith and all kinds of stuff, and I was asleep. What the fuck?" Not my fault.
That's why you don't get into a fight with Speedy Gonzalez and Byron Dirks. Fastest linkers in the West.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that my brain goes 2.5 bajillion miles an hour, and certain lyrics in songs or certain riffs in songs will then trigger memories of other songs, and then I'll just jump to totally different genres sometimes.
I have a theory to throw at you right now. There is one driver who has not posted a lap time. Is Mike Stopphill going for the last to first option?
Whoa, is he going for the Royal Rumble win?
He's going. I think he might be going for the Rumble.
Whip it across the line here with like a second and a half left.
Maybe, but he's. I think maybe we got a coast to coaster.
I'm interested. That's some drama I can get behind. Christoph the Stripper, very nice in his rotating racing thingamabob.
He's currently in second place, just a little bit under a half second off of pole sitter Fran Machuca. By the way, Fran Machuca making you proud out there in front.
See, told you, Fran Motorsports all the way.
We'll see if anyone can take it off of him here in the last minute and a half of qualifying.
I mean, if anybody's going to.
Oh, Mike Stopphill just popped into second place. No coast to coast.
Well, gonna be. I was looking for the. Oh man, who did go coast to coast in the Royal Rumble? I think Austin did it, and Michaels.
Benoit.
Oh yeah, Benoit. There you go.
Rey Mysterio went. Oh, that was terrible.
Y'all need some dental work.
Christopher Streppin into the wall.
I think there's probably been like 5 or 6 guys.
Rey Mysterio kind of did the coast to coast. He didn't do number 1 to last, but he was number 2 to last. Which is the exact same thing. I don't think Austin ever did it. I could be wrong, but I don't think he did.
Okay, here we go. Has anybody won Royal Rumble from number 1? Yes. So, 95, Shawn Michaels did it. Vince McMahon's done it twice. Oh no, he was at number 2, my bad. Benoit was number 1 and Rey Mysterio was number So Michaels and Benoit.
Fran Machuca, Martin Edmonds, Mike Stoppmill, Christoph Verstappen, Zarai Garani, and Yevgeny Lazarenko. Oh, Stoppmill just took the pole with like a half second to go. Well played, sir. Well
Told you.
played.
Sandbag.
Stoppmill. It'll be Stoppmill, Machuca, Edmonds, Verstappen, Garanian, Lazarenko, Kenny, Hervas, Zatoni, and Loeffler. Your top 10. A little disappointed to see Josiah Jerome down there in 11th position.
Well, I'm not surprised. He posted up some pictures of his rig. And it's about what I thought it would be.
Get out.
Just saying that he and I utilize similar books and materials to prop up things.
I see. That's a bit of a problem.
Well, it's just monitors for me, and I don't have a steering wheel involved.
All right. We are ready to kick this thing off, and we'll see what happens here. 90 minutes of RaceRoom Raceway national layout, and we will probably see one pit stop per car.
Oh my god.
Mind you, Wayne Hutchinson's in the field, and he has gone coast to coast in one of these Enduro races before without pitting. So we'll see if he can do it again. And they are off. Mike Stoppmill is going to lead into the first corner because Machuca got a really bad start there, and it's 4 wide into turn 1. This could go really badly.
Oh, baby!
Whoa!
Yes.
Sarai Garunian with the aggressive move gets second place there, so it's an Oakley 1-2. Or not an Oakley 1-2.
Exciting, .gif.
Indeed. Christopher Streppen in 3rd position, and in 4th it is Yevgeny Lazarenko.
Correct.
Martin Edmonds 5th, Machuca back in 6th, so really unimpressive start by Machuca. Sean Kenny, Ariel Zatoni, Josiah Jerome, Enrique Hervas, your top 10.
Indeed. I have Royal Rumble trivia whenever you want. So.
Oh, hit me.
Can you name the winner? You get bonus points.
Whoa! Martin Edmonds is off.
Never you mind. That was a little, if that's a bump and grind, I don't know what.
I'm not even sure why he lost it there. I don't know if he even got bumped.
Exploding tire.
Maybe. So there's a lot of like there's a lot of side-by-side stuff. No, that has not really been implemented yet.
I need exploding tires.
They're working on it. They're trying to get better tire models in to allow for flat spots and exploding and all kinds of fun.
I like all that. Overheating, bulging tires, explosions.
You can overheat the tires, but that's all.
Well, yeah, but if you overheat them wrong, they put a bulge out in the side and they just blow out.
Mm-hmm. So after the carnage, it's Stoppmill from Grunian, Lazarenko, Machuca, and Zatoni. Please continue with the trivia.
Alright, so, question with bonus question. Can you name the very first Royal Rumble winner, and can you name the location? If you can't name the location, you must, no shame.
It's either Hogan or Big John Studd.
Incorrect. But you're in the wheelhouse.
Oh, no, Jim Duggan.
Correct. Hacksaw is correct. Can you name the location of said Hoyle?
I cannot name the location.
I
would guess
Hamiltonian that has ever lived.
Hamilton.
It was at Cops Coliseum.
Yeah. Now known as the Fuck Center.
Yeah. Second winner was Big John Studd, and then Hulk Hogan won the next 2 after that.
Yeah. Hogan was the first one to win it. Hogan was the first one to win it and get a title shot. That was when that came into play.
Oh yeah. Ric Flair entered at number 3 and won the whole thing in the 5th one in '92.
Correct. That was for the longest time the record for longest Royal Rumble.
That is also correct until I believe Chris Jericho broke that record.
I want to say she was Rey Mysterio.
I think they've both done it. I don't know. That's not listed. That's kind of weird. Royal Rumble match. Maybe I'm sorry. Well, we got an hour and a half to keep it. The Royal Rumble Winter Championship Opportunity Breakdown. We'd had 17 shots at the WWE Championship, 9 wins, 8 losses. 7 shots at the World Heavyweight Championship, which is 5 wins, 2 losses. And 1 shot and 1 win at the Universal Championship. It's your boy, that guy. I don't even remember who it was. Probably fucking the Simone kid.
Holman Hames.
Could be.
Mike Stoppbill is just disappearing on everybody. He's 4 seconds in the lead already.
Correct. I wasn't even going to talk about it.
Yevgeny Lazarenko, Zerai Garunian, and Fran Machuca in a 3-way squabble for 2nd position on your screen right now. With Ariel Zatoni just off the back of that a little bit.
Can you name the male wrestler with the most Royal Rumble wins?
Longest time it was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It still is.
Still is? Really? No one's...
Yep.
It's not Roman Reigns yet?
Nope. We have a tie for number 2, which is a 6-way tie. Hogan, Michaels, Triple H, Batista, Cena, and Orton all have 2 wins. Most times...
Randy Orton.
Oh, here you go. I don't think you're going to guess this one. Most Royal Rumble runners-up. I had to sound that one out with my mouth.
Ha! Give me the Big Show.
That's he's tied for 2nd with Michaels, Triple H, and John Cena. Just to knock those guys out of your wheelhouse.
Kane?
9.
Who is it?
Holman Haines.
Holman Haines.
2014, 17.
That's the problem, is Roman Reigns is getting all these accolades, and I'm just not paying attention.
Exactly. Oh, that's an interesting one. Most wins by entry number. And it's not number 30.
No, number 30 like never wins. Isn't it like number? It's like number 23, is isn't it?
2nd place. Sorry,
it's
what?
23, isn't it?
Close, but no.
I know it's 20 something. They talk
27.
about it. 27. Okay.
27 has 4 winners. 30th and 24th have 3 winners each. And then there's a bunch of guys, a bunch of numbers that have 2nd. Number 41 is on the list. The greatest Royal Rumble. What a fucking joke.
Ronnie the Strongman.
Correct. Number 13 has 1 win, and it was the first one with Axel.
Ariel Zatoni going a little side-by-side with Christoph Verstappen here, and Verstappen is going to get that 5th place for the time being from the Argentine.
Okay, I found the longest time spent in the Royal Rumble. So it was Bob Backlund for a long time. And then a decade later, it was Chris Benoit. And then the man that beat him by like a minute, not even a minute, was Rey Mysterio. And then the man who holds the most time, oh, that doesn't even count. That's fucking bullshit. It's from the greatest Royal Rumble, so that's not even a real thing. It's Daniel Bryan with an hour and 16 and 5 seconds. So that's like 14 minutes longer than Rey Mysterio. But since there's a bajillion more people in the GRR, they don't count. So it's still Rey Mysterio.
Ray! Shout out to my boy Ray. Looks like we've lost Alex Loeffler.
That sounds like bad.
Indeed.
I don't like that at all.
He is out of the race. That is disappointing. Javier Perez Torres is down a lap, but he is still running with a messed up front end. And John Picha is missing the front end entirely. So carnage has already started to ensue towards the rear of the field.
I like this. Oh, I was about to lay out an interesting new fact on you, but it's fucking carny worked up bullshit.
We've been joined by Travis Wallace on commentary chat because he missed the race.
The Wallbanger. Hey, Travis, I love you, boy. I'm gonna do a sponsorship just for you. I've got a new one.
Oh, Christopher Streppin overtaking Fran Machuca for 4th place, so your boy's on the charge, Travis.
Hell yeah. Actually, if Travis is out there, why don't you just jump in on the TeamSpeak and we'll bring you in on commentary.
That'd work.
We've got like an hour and 20 minutes to go.
We do.
With Royal Rumble facts.
Verstappen and Machuca side by side again. Looks like Verstappen has prevailed in that particular battle. Travis's old boy, Josiah Jerome, on the tail of Enrique Hervas. And has overtaken Enrique, and Enrique appears to be maybe off the track because he's dropping back. Shout out to Fran Machuca, who through 7 laps has not posted a single legal time. That's it takes an impressive level of things to do that.
Enrique Hervas, aka Ricky Spanish.
Ricky Spanish.
I don't know how you didn't make that jump before. You are the worst.
I don't really go to American Dad too often.
Yeah, buddy, it's gonna be here. And I get his live reaction on my new sponsorship.
Indeed.
I was gonna lay
End of days, bitches!
I was gonna lay a fact on you, like, oh, 2 guys have exactly the same amount of time in the Royal Rumble. Isn't that weird? Oh, it's in the same year. Oh, they eliminated each other.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 1 guy eliminated the other guy. McMahon eliminated Stone Cold in '99, and so they went from number 1 and 2 to the end.
Yeah. When The Rock, the corporate champ, interfered.
Oh yeah. Garbage. Largest. Oh, here we go. Longest cumulative time spent in the Royal Rumble.
Kane.
I'll give you one. No, it's not Kane. Although he's on the list.
Nice little move there by Verstappen to get around Zirai Garunian. Fran Machuca looking to get through as well. Looking to the inside of the final turn here. Can he get the job done? No. Lost too much. Oh, and he even loses a spot.
That sounds nice.
Ariel Zatoni absolutely snuck one in there and takes 5th place. That was some undercover work by the Argentine. Longest time in the Royal Rumble cumulatively.
It's not Kane, he's like 5th place.
I knew Kane would be near the top. Kane's near the top on like every Royal Rumble stat except for winning it.
Cody Rhodes 7th place.
Really?
Yep.
That's surprising.
3 hours, 15 minutes, 53 seconds for Cody Rhodes / Stardust.
That is weird. Is Roman Reigns near the top again?
Not on the list.
Okay. Good.
Only wrestlers who have spent more than 3 cumulative hours are shown.
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
No, not on the list.
Who is number 1?
Chris motherfucking Jericho. He is 30 seconds shy of 5 fucking hours.
Should have thought of Jericho, in fairness. I feel slightly dumb now.
You'll never guess who's number 2. And not because it's some obscure person or anything. You just never guess.
HBK?
You're close. Number 4. You're in that area.
Game Triple H.
Correct. Yeah. He's 44 seconds over 4 fucking hours. It's a lot of work for never. Has he ever even won? Let me have a look here.
He has at least 1 win.
Has he?
Yeah, he won. He won.
Yeah, 2002.
Yeah, I was gonna say he won the year it was him, Kurt Angle, Mr. Perfect, final 3.
Right. Oh man, Mr. Perfect. Can we get like 1 resurrection spell up in this bitch?
I'm not sure I'd use it on Mr. Perfect.
Fuck you!
Nah, that's not a statement on Mr. Perfect. That's a statement on how many really, really good dead wrestlers there are.
Well, I mean, if we could resurrect, can we work a resurrection / time warp spell in there so Benoit could come back and not have all the bad stuff?
Yeah, I think Benoit was always going to end up with bad stuff there, my friend.
No!
Zerai Garunian, a bit of a problem there, losing his spot to Zatoni and to Machuca. Not sure what's going on there for Mr. Garunian, who is back to 6th place now after having been as high as 2nd during this race. Martin Edmonds back at 9th. Shout out to Wayne Hutchinson, 11th place.
Boyfriend Machuca and a blueberry sandwich.
A little bit, yeah.
Which now instantly sounds like the best thing that could ever happen, really. I need 2 pancakes and a fuckload of blueberries. Bring them to me.
We've been joined in chat by Fluffy Jerome.
It's your boy, the Fluffington. Bruh, I saw the picture.
And I see that we are missing him from the race. So yeah, look, I assume an internet connection has taken out Josiah Jerome.
That seems likely. He was around for the practice round, but I didn't see him after that.
He was racing in the top 10 there for a bit. He's fighting.
Well,
he was squabbling with Ricky Spanish.
Well done. I was obviously doing more important things with Royal Rumble facts. Welcome to the Royal Rumble podcast.
Welcome to the racing podcast, where we'll talk very little about racing and a lot about pro wrestling, music, movies, food.
Correct.
Actually, I do move that we don't talk about food anymore because I'm getting very, very hungry.
Well, I can't promise that, but I will take it easy with that I may or may not have some good stuff planned for your arrival.
Excellent.
See, Leandro Guerrero. What's up, gangster? Buena transmisión. I think that means good shifting. I don't know.
good transmission. I don't know. Christoph Verstappen is hunting down. Whoa. Fran Machuca under pressure from Ariel Zattoni here, battle for 4th place and top Spanish speaker honors.
See, Leandro's saying things about us in Spanish, and I can't quite understand what it is. I think it's good.
Seems good.
Bueno.
Why you not racing, Leandro?
No,
you could be up there taking the fight to Mike Stockmill, who is 11 seconds ahead now.
Mi habla un poquito español. Is that I hope I said some of that right.
Hopefully that had nothing to do with your penis.
I don't think so.
I don't either, but my Spanish is terrible.
Well, I think my Spanish is better than my French, but I probably might be wrong about
My French is definitely better than my Spanish.
I can say stuff like huevos de los muertos, and hey, I can say bibliothèque. That's the same thing in both languages, so I'm pretty good.
Dans la bibliothèque.
Si.
Let's see, I took French classes. I never took Spanish classes. In fact, the only Spanish I know is almost entirely from like my really broken Portuguese and French.
Well, I have a couple of 100 hours. I think I'm closing in on 300 hours into Ghost Recon Wildlands. So, I mean, there's some Spanish in there.
That would do it.
Yeah, mi English is terrible. That's totally cool, man. We're about on the same wavelength.
It's fine. Christoph Verstappen has liberated 2nd place from Yevgeny Lazarenko. So it is a 1-2 for the lowlands. Holland leading Belgium.
Oh, we got a big cheering section for Machuca. I called it, though. Come on, guys.
We always have a big cheering section for Fran. Fran's a popular guy.
Hell yeah. Fran Motorsports Machuca.
Fighting with Ariel Zatoni over top Spanish speaker spot at the moment. Just behind these guys.
Gabriel Boton. Apparently they just finished running a 40-minute run with Machuca, so they jumped in here to cheer him on and hopefully make fun of him a little bit. We want if we can get
moral support and destruction.
Hell yeah, you guys gotta do a little poking fun at him a little bit, and then he can come back and watch this and read the live chat. It'll be hilarious.
That's true. Yevgeny Lazarenko still on the trail of Christopher Streppin, trying to take that spot away from him.
Gabrielle is saying about perhaps at one point joining the league. I would encourage this. I do hand out hilarious nicknames, and not always.
He was on the grid last season for a little bit in Zero, but did disappear unfortunately.
Fair enough. For instance, we have Enrique Huevos Herbaz
and Ricky Spanish,
aka Ricky Spanish.
And Yevgeny has slipped up the inside of Christopher Streppin. A very nice move by the Ukrainian driver, and he's up into second place.
I believe it is Ukrainia. Perhaps not.
Martin Edmonds has overtaken Sean Kinney for 8.
V50 from which stock you fall from.
Hey, what's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are joined by Travis, the future of Slur Ramen.
Oop, someone off the track up ahead there. I think that's John Picha, who is... that's Javi Pete, who is getting out of the way.
I saw an awesome picture of an Asian fellow sitting on the back of his car using his spoiler as a TV tray while he ate ramen out of a bowl. It was great. It's like, that's obviously what that should be for. Obviously. It's Asian tailgating. That's the best Asian tailgate. That's the most international tailgating I've ever seen.
Alright, so I'm just watching the stream, and it looks like I'm on about a second delay. So if something major is going to happen, and then y'all are going to react, and then after everything's calmed down,
I can't
You don't have the spectator mode set up for this?
I'd have to go back in and put it in, launch it that way, and I'm lazy.
Grotesque. Well, I mean, it'd probably take less than 40 seconds.
Probably.
Yeah, but
for another hour and 8 minutes and 35 seconds.
It'll be okay. I mean, I've been watching so just after the green flag, and
wonderful.
There hasn't been much racing.
We've lost a third car. Javier Perez Torres out of the race.
No, Javi PY. He probably got a song in his brain and had to go listen to it.
Could be. So we've lost Alex Loeffler, Javi P, and Josiah Jerome from the festivities so far, leaving us with 13 cars remaining.
Lucky 13.
So is Picha just going to run with no front bumper until tops?
Yes. I assume that's the case.
Missing that bumper pretty early.
Yeah, he's pretty much been without a bumper from almost the entire race.
Yeah, he might would have done better just fixed right off the bat. At least he could turn.
Don't know what to tell you. Everybody else is, in theory, healthy.
Yeah, they need to work on that with the spinner mode.
Yeah,
actual damage numbers.
You have a percentage gauge that goes from 0 to 100 and has no middle ground. It's like I was having to tell Johnny Major about that from the Academy race because he broke Adele's car and he was like, "There's no way I broke her car. I hit her really gently." I'm like, "Yeah, it was saying 100% damage." He's like, "There's no way yeah." I'm like, there was definitely not 100% damage, but unfortunately this thing doesn't have like a 25 or 50% damage setting. It's just 0 to 100.
And speaking of Johnny the Peach, he is now blanked out on the on my screen here, so maybe he's in the, what you call your pit stops there?
Yep, he is making his pit stop. He'll definitely
Excellent.
have to have a second one before the end of this one, but got bored of running without that front end, I guess.
Royal Rumble trivia.
Man, the Audi has a huge splitter, like a massive splitter. That's huge.
Splitters.
And
This
Johnny
reminds me of Monty Python's Life of Brian.
and John Peacher rejoins the track with a semi-fixed front end.
Leandro says Stoffmeal is a fast animal.
Oh, whoa!
Will with all categories. That is not an inept description.
We were just talking about it. The damage is not saying 0 or 100% for James Butler. It is saying 53%.
Whoa!
It says 40% on my screen.
I've got 53 shown for me, which is
Those are close
interesting.
numbers.
Obviously, mine's more correct because it's an even number.
Yeah, it's a number that's not 0 or 100, though, is more of the storyline here. Has that been fixed finally?
Be referring to Stoffmeal as the fast animal from now on. Thank you very much.
Well, he is 16 seconds ahead of everybody else.
Correct. Stoffmeal watch. Eat shit. Are you ready for your latest Royal Rumble trivia question?
Hit me.
Most cumulative eliminations in a career.
Kane was for the longest time the leader. I thought it got broke. I thought his record got broke.
Nope. Oh, he's got 44. He's been in 19 Royal Rumbles. Tied at 40, we got Michaels and Undertaker with 40 each. And Undertaker's been in 11 and Michaels been in 12. The Ringmaster has 36. He's only been in 6 Royal Rumbles.
Averages 6 per outing.
Big Show has 31 and only been in 12. Has been in 12. So twice as many Rumbles. Not enough eliminations.
Not enough considering how big he is.
Show's got 31 and 12. Strowman's got 30 and 4.
Bro!
Well, I mean, to put that in further perspective, Reigns has got 30 and 5. Hogan got 27 and 4. So, eat shit, racist boy.
He's a racist.
Pretty much. Who's going to be on TV next week? Hashtag Boo Hogan.
Boo this man.
Fuck Hogan. You guys talk about some nerd stuff.
I don't keep up with current events. What has he done?
There was a sex tape of Hulk Hogan where he made some racially insensitive comments.
That was a while ago. Okay.
And he's been busted making racially insensitive comments since. And he came to give the WWE locker room an apology, which basically went like, brothers, you gotta remember that you're maybe being recorded at all times, so be careful what you say. So you're not actually apologizing for the racism, you're just apologizing for getting caught. It's good to know.
Right.
Good to know.
That's the best way to do it.
And Mark Henry and Booker T and Big E Langston were not terribly impressed by that. They are all, of course, black performers.
Well, I mean, I could see Booker T. So he dropped it on a live show in an interview.
Booker T.
Birth that we can't say because we're white.
Yep, we're white guys.
Although hell of a performer, very good character.
Yes. Can you dig it, sucker? His work with Goldust was very, very good. And the supermarket brawl with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes.
What was the one with Booker T?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hey Book, you got milk?
Here's a really weird Royal Rumble trivia question. highest number of wrestlers in a single elimination. So how many wrestlers did it take to get one guy over the ropes?
I'm gonna go with 8, but I'm assuming it's
Correct.
Big Show that they eliminated.
No.
Not the
Wow.
Big Show.
Coming in first and second is Mabel,
Ah, that would make sense. That would make sense.
a.k.a. Viscera. One time it took him 7, and the next time it took 8.
There you go.
He was a big old boy.
Him
Yep.
versus Rikishi in the middle of the one Royal Rumble was pretty good.
Rikishi comes in at number 2, but he's also tied with somebody you're never going to guess. It took 6 guys to get Rikishi out, and 6 guys to get this other guy out.
Ariel Zatoni with the overtake there for 4th place.
Is it something stupid like John Cena?
No, it isn't. It's somebody that just really was kind of around for a bit, and then
Great colleague.
just did everything. You're in kind of the wheelhouse of the Indo-continent type. Well, actually, he's not the Indian continent.
Muhammad Hassan.
Correct.
Oh yeah, when they all
Muhammad
just stopped doing everything and threw out Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah, that's true.
Poor Muhammad Hassan. And by poor Muhammad Hassan, I mean poor Mark Kopani, because he was a pretty good wrestler who got saddled with that gimmick, and it murdered his entire career.
Yeah, well, I mean, he went with it because it's a good way. Vince wants to do it. Vince is hot on it.
No, and the thing is that it was good until they went the terrorist route with it. Like having the angry Middle Eastern American who was like tired of American racism, basically. That was a great angle. It was when it went actually terrorist that it's like, no, we fucked up.
Yeah, really badly. Really badly.
Have I missed something? What is the race timer doing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It's showing 59:40 on my end. Why?
Mm-hmm. Travis is drunk.
Okay, that was weird.
Travis is drunk and/or having discount. Hey, a little squirrely.
Ooh, 3 wide. 3 wide, 3 wide.
Hang on, I'll watch it in a minute.
Zerai Garunian, Ariel Zatoni, Fran Machuca are giving me a heart attack right now. And it's going to be Ariel who comes out on top. Machuca in 5th. Garunian in 6th. But I feel like these 3 are not done with each other yet.
Oh yeah, some good racing there for the last second.
Wayne Hutchinson's up into the top 10. Shout out to Wayne. John Barker is randomly falling back to 12th, making me wonder if he's maybe done a pit stop. But it'd be a bit early. We shouldn't see any pit stops until like the 50 to 40 minute mark remaining in the race.
I believe everybody's going to hold out until there's like 3 minutes left for the race. And then stop. That's probably not accurate.
This is Machuca going down the inside of Ariel Zatoni. Ariel successfully defends once again.
In chat, we have Javi P.
Javi P!
What's going on? What
happened, Javi?
What's the thing?
We need the dirt here, Javi.
Give us the full shenanigans.
Give us a squeeze down.
Oh, I'll let you take one
we got
there,
an angry guy
Byron.
in chat. Your guy in chat. Martin wants to Pater wants to concentrate on racing. I'm not professional. So
We're not professional for that.
have fun being angry, I guess. That's all I gotta say about that.
Fran
Try to
Machuca
entertain.
still hanging on to 5th place against Zerai Garunian. Martin Edmonds is up to 7th, ahead of Enrique Hervas and Sean Kenny.
I would agree.
Realize if John Picha ever gets into the live chat, it's gonna be we need the freshly squeezed juice on the matter.
Freshly squeezed John Picha.
New nickname already.
Indeed.
John Picha is still soldiering on despite the damage to his car earlier on. Still running in 13th.
I thought he pitted so that he could fix that. Is that?
Yeah, he got it fixed, but I mean he didn't give up. He's still going.
Oh yes. Continue with that. So Javi P got hit at the last turn of lap 1, lost his arrow, went into the pits. By the time he was out, he was a lap down, and he just that's not even worth at that point.
That is highly
Peach would disagree.
John Peach is definitely a disagreeer on that regard. He is still going for it. Sean Kenny on the trail of Enrique Hervas. I like Enrique's car there, the orange and white. That's nice. This is not Sean Kenny that we're on board with. This is Fran Machuca, who has lost 5th place to Zerai Garunian at some point. So the gun runner is up to 5th. Stop mill watch, 20 seconds ahead.
And then after that, so he was fighting with Picha to unlap himself, and then got hit again, and then just gave up on life. So that seems fair.
Javi!
He gave it the old soldier try, and got nailed for it, and then he's like, fuck this, it's Saturday.
Javi P.
Some tequila.
Javi P, your goal is to stop quitting races. We're gonna get you to the end of races, sir. That is step 1 on your path to becoming a better driver.
Step 1 to winning is getting across the goddamn finish line.
Exactly. You gotta finish to score points.
What would Elliott Smith say? Probably something mopey, but I mean that's not relevant, right?
not terrible. Zerai Garunian's got a run here on Ariel Zatoni. Let's see if he can get the job done. Yes he does. Nope, no he doesn't.
Yeehaw! Gonna go for Barbago.
Yeah, that's gonna cost him a spot. So Fran Machuca back into the top 5 for the Machuca section. As Zerai Garunian, he went for it all, and didn't really work out for him.
About to risk it all.
Yeah, you overshot that one a bit. Sorry, I just saw it.
That happens.
It is good racing, though. Good racing.
Fran Machuca looking for a way around Ariel Zatoni. Not getting it for the time being.
I think Javi P's a little bit of a glass half empty kind of guy.
Javi P says the first step to failure is trying. That is a very Elliott Smith thing to say. Well played, well played.
You're not wrong, Javi P. You're not wrong. That's a very depressing way to look at things.
I think Javi P needs to have 5 or 6 shots of tequila before every race, and then we'll see what happens.
True. Fran Machuca is once again up on Ariel Zatoni. Ariel was almost past heading into this first turn last lap as well. Let's see if Fran can get the job done. And the answer is yes! And in fact, Zerai Garunian might have a run at Ariel too, so Ariel Zatoni needs to tighten up that first turn, otherwise he's going to get passed all day long.
Yeah, I think if Garunian gets around him as well, then him and Machuca are going to kind of step away from Zatoni.
Zatoni is
wasted no time catching back this group.
Yeah, Zatoni has managed to. That's true. Machuca already 1 second up ahead of Ariel Zatoni, who is still holding on against Zerai Garunian.
Wonder if maybe that's a little bit of setup, maybe? He up the front tires a little more than the other guys?
Could be.
Maybe just driving effort to hold that pace?
Sean Kenny still on the trail of Enrique Hervas.
It's your boy, Grande Huevos himself.
Indeed. And looked like Garunian briefly got... Ooh, Garunian I think has had a spin or something, because he's dropping like a stone right now. Could also be in the pit lane, maybe. Not in the pits, and he is showing damage.
Uh-oh.
He is in the pit lane now, but he is without a front end, so I wonder if Mr. Garunian perhaps hit Ariel Zatoni, and that is the aftermath of the whole thing.
That seems likely. I mean, they are driving exactly the same car. And they
With 51 minutes left, I wonder if he can turn this into a fuel stop or not.
We should be able to. These things have been going about an hour 15, hour 20, I believe. So just short of the full race.
Oh, okay. If it's just short of the full race, then yeah, he'll be easily able to take all the fuel he needs.
Yeah, we've been stopping about halfway just for years.
Yeah, well, just for tires, basically.
This thing's heat in the front, yeah.
Sean Kenny trying to get down the inside of Enrique Hervas. It is not on yet. So with that thought,
Correct.
John Picha is probably fueled to the end. We were speculating whether he would have to do a second pit stop or not.
Everybody needs to do 17 pit stops.
And it looks like Hervas has held off Sean Kenny. Quickly over to Ariel Zattoni, who's running in 5th position. Fran Bachuca is... I was going to say catching Christoph Verstappen, but that's not Verstappen that he's coming up to. I think that's John Barker he's coming up to lap, as opposed to catching the car ahead of him.
This seems likely. Yeah, all right. Royal Rumble trivia time, just to make that one guy really angry. Can you name the only 2 people who have entered Royal Rumbles multiple times in the same night?
Mick Foley and... don't know who the other one would be.
The other one is Nia Jax.
Oh, yes, because she entered the men's rumble, right?
Correct.
John Picha in the pit lane again, by the way, getting his front end fixed again.
Man, dude, you need to get a better fitting top, and then they don't escape like that.
If you looking at it on the stream, and Travis can comment, it looks pretty fucked up.
Yeah, you got a third bumper put on.
Perhaps he is generously endowed, and it just, you need the better tailoring, that's all I'm saying.
Byron, you're up.
For what?
Javi P. He demands stop no watch.
Stop Bill watch! 24 goddamn seconds, holy crap.
In the meantime, Sean Kenny has gotten around Enrique Hervas for what is 7th place for the time being, although more likely to be 8th place when Garunian cycles back up from his pit stop. As Garunian has been in the pits, as has John Picha. Kind of theorized that John Barker might have been in for a pit stop. He dropped kind of randomly. I'm not sure that is the case.
I just noticed that Enrique is driving the Pro Handy. I like the Pro Handy. You know, Stoffbill wouldn't have such an extraneous lead here if maybe somebody should show up to the race on time.
Travis.
Well, he would still have a substantial lead.
Well, yeah, there's been, I'd say, at least 5 or 6 races where you were within 3 seconds of him.
You've been giving him a fight on a few occasions.
Screw it up.
You get the Changri.
That's just because
it's
because you have no tactical sense.
Get you some beta blockers and some Adderall.
You with your I don't need tires at this pit stop. I don't need gas. I don't need to calculate my fuel usage.
It's for losers.
I don't need to split my strategy with my really fast teammates so that at least one of us will win.
No, I've got down to the bottom of the Royal Rumble wiki page, and it's just a bunch of stuff about the only 2 female Royal Rumbles that have existed. Pretty easy to guess these things.
Well, Javi P wants a chance to guess where we blurt the answers.
Alright, Javi P. Female Royal Rumble. Don't look on Wikipedia, you jerk. Female Wikipedia questions. Let's see. Longest time spent in a single Royal Rumble. Who has had the most cumulative time, or most time in a single Royal Rumble for the female? We'll see what his answer is. He's definitely on the Wikipedia page right now.
He'll give it to us in about 20 seconds when he hears it.
Well, at least 20 seconds. He has to actually think about it after that. Now that we're distracted.
Zarai Garunian has picked up a spot on James Butler, but that is Butler in the pit lane to take his fuel stop.
Life in the pit lane.
Surely gonna
Which leads
make
us
you
to our
lose your
sponsor
mind.
for the evening. The sponsor for this race
Oop,
is
Enrique Hervas in the pits.
Uncle Giuseppe's Garla Hall, now with 200% proof and paint stripper model.
Also in the pit lane, Ariel Zatoni. So the pit stops are beginning here with a little bit more than halfway to go. Travis, what does that suggest about perhaps these guys who are making the slightly early pit stop, that they perhaps may have asked a little bit too much out of their tires in the first stint?
It's pretty close to halfway. I would say they're just trying to get their cut. Because I mean, everybody's going to be dropping in within the next 3 laps. So I'm just guessing they're going to try to get the fresh tires on first and gain a couple seconds.
Go for the undercut.
Yeah.
Hobby P's guess for the most female time spent in single run rumble is Sylvia Plath. You are very close. Similar mindset. It's very, very close. It is actually Natalia, who has 56 minutes. I keep wanting to say 57. 56 minutes, 1 second.
There you go. At least it's not fucking Michelle McCool.
That is true, but I'm pretty sure she has longest cumulative time. Also Natalia, easy guess. Shortest time spent in a single Royal Rumble. Shortest time spent in a single Royal Rumble for female. Who that is? You can also guess how much time, but just who is it? And embarrassingly enough, number 2 is Vicky Guerrero, who has way more time. Yeah. Vicky Guerrero should have been just drop kicked right in the teeth.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember who got the instant elimination, but I can't recall. Like it sounds like something a Maria Kanellis would do, but I remember she stayed a while.
Yeah, should have been something Michelle McCool should have eaten, but she's
John Barker putting the pressure on Enrique Hervas there for 10th place, although they may be a pit stop apart. But that indicates that John Barker's tires might be holding up pretty well.
Javi has not seen the female Royal Rumbles, which, I mean, I'd recommend it. It's, they've been very...
Recommend the second one.
Way better than the female Money in the Bank matches, which are fucking trash.
I'd recommend the second one, but the first one was just like a bunch of nostalgia hits that didn't really land.
Yeah, that's true.
Enrique Hervas looking to go around the outside of John Barker to turn 1, but Barker will defend. Of course, Barker is the mystery because he may have pitted and he may not have pitted. I'm still not entirely sure.
Correct. Oh, you know what? Hold on, let me see if I can correlate this a little bit. Okay, alright, okay. Officially crap on the Michelle McCool train. This is good. I like this. Because she is tied for number of eliminations with Charlotte, which is good, because you want somebody current to be good, not somebody nostalgic.
Not somebody who was really bad, too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, oh, you know what? Oh, that's fine. Highest number of wrestlers in a single elimination for the females. So it took 6 of them to get Nia Jax out, and it took 4 to get Vicky Guerrero out for some reason.
That's because they just all kind of teamed up against her.
Yeah, and also she can't bump, so you got to do it the safest way possible by everybody helping.
Mike Stockmill in the pit lane. So Yevgeny Lazarenko will take the lead for the time being. Christoph Verstappen also in the pit lane. So pit lane watch, we still need to see Yevgeny Lazarenko, Martin Edmonds, Sean Kenny, Wayne Hutchinson. Unless Wayne's going to go coast to coast again, he needs to pit. Barker might need to pit, and that's about it, actually. Everyone else has been in for their gas stop.
You know that Martin Edmonds doesn't pit until his tires are a little bit of the bubbly.
Absolute molasses. Well, he's got Mike Stockmill right on his tail already, which I imagine means that Mike's got way fresher tires. He's going for it. Oh, door closed by Martin.
That's the, I probably would have let him go, but whatever.
He's still going to struggle with Mike Stockmill here. Not considering that those tires can't be very healthy.
By not very healthy, you mean...
Oh,
there he goes.
Martin Edmonds goes into the pit lane, and Mike Stockmill barely avoids completely wrecking his day.
Martin Edmonds racing for miscellaneous Odenkirk 2012.
Yevgeny Lazarenko is also in the pit lane, so that'll put Stockmill back in the lead. Enrique Hervas is still being fought off by John Barker, so kudos to John Barker, who's doing a great job holding on to 10th.
You barking up the wrong tree, boy.
Sean Kenny up to 3rd, but he is yet to pit. Actually, up to 2nd. Yet to pit, though. Yevgeny rejoins behind Christoph Verstappen. So Verstappen jumped Yevgeny in the pit lane sequence and is now up to an effective 2nd place. That's your boy, Travis.
Travis doesn't care. Travis doesn't have human emotions.
Doesn't care about his boy anymore.
He only knows anger and neutral.
Ariel Zatoni is on the tail of Wayne Hutchinson. Hutchinson yet to make his pit stop. So he is out of sequence, along with Sean Kenny.
Run, rabbit, run.
Now, if I'm Sean Kenny, I might want to stretch this as far as I can if I'm getting decent lap times, because I feel like he was a little bit out of position. Like he was faster than his 9th place would indicate. So if he can run long and jump some people in the pits, it'll be very useful for him, especially with Enrique Hervas still being held up by John Barker.
This is correct. Also, I feel that on Discord we might need to have a wrestling room experience room.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Well, that's because you're obviously a race-oriented person.
Yes.
A racist?
Well,
I enjoy a clean Discord. Thank you very much.
Listen, I don't want to hear about your shenanigans and nonsense. You bought back that motherfucker.
It looked clean to me. Enrique is still not found a way around here.
Who was it? Who's the other guy that was all involved with the wrestling?
Johnny Major.
Juanito Mayor. Oh, little known fact that might go into the wrestling sim. Apparently, the one true Kyle can't roll his R's.
I can work that into a theme.
I think that might go well, especially if you send him to AAA or CMLL.
Ah.
I smell heel.
That I don't know, his heel work with Tajiri, or not Tajiri, Taka Michinoku didn't work out great.
Well, I mean, that's weird.
It's more of a natural pace.
Juanito Mayor has joined us in the chat. We were just talking. I'm trying to bully some people into maybe making a wrestling room experience shenanigans on the Discord so that we can talk about wrestling and annoy people more or less. I can't decide which.
Well, I kind of rescind my earlier statement about Sean Kenny. He might want to come into the pit lane just because it seems like he's off the pace right now. He's losing ground heavily to Mike Stockmill, which in itself is not concerning, but he's losing ground to other cars as well.
What is, in fact, the frequency, Jonathan Kenneth?
So we still are due for a pit stop from Sean Kenny and Wayne Hutchinson. Hutchinson's lost a spot to Zatoni in the meantime. John Barker may need a pit stop still, but he is still holding off Enrique Hervas and actually has a little bit of breathing room now. Back to the Spaniard, about 1.2 seconds. As they run behind Mike Stockmill, the leading car, who has lapped them.
Enrique gonna make frittatas in your face hole.
Yes.
IVP says that you are an alien and you love cleanliness. I disagree with the second part.
Oh, that's harsh.
He's a bit of a foreigner.
That's harsh.
I hear that he has chicken bones in his hair and he doesn't even have hair.
That would be impressive since I do not have hair. I have hair, but I shave it. I have some hair.
IVP says he feels bad about spamming general with music. I do not. I thought about proposing a music channel on Discord, and fuck them if they can't take a joke. Really, if it was a problem, they would have made a room by now. I'd like to get Juanito Mayora's opinion on who's going to win the ratings next week. Is it going to be AEW? Is it going to be NXT? What's going on there? They did a little prediction thing on Wrestle Talk.
We won on the Wrestle Talk prediction.
Well, we don't know who wins yet because the ratings don't come until next week. But yeah, I think Ollie picked that NXT is going to tank and AEW is going to just beat them. So NXT's done like 1 million viewers the last couple weeks. 1.1 the first week and 1 point something 006 the second week. And they're, I don't know, there's weird supposition. Apparently, your boy Meltzer has talked to like industry insiders, and there's weird conjecture that either they're going to do like 2 to 3 million viewers for AEW for the first week, or maybe less than 500,000.
Okay,
it's just
Sean, you're losing 3 seconds a lap. You need to pit.
Yeah, that seems like a thing. Stop, Bill Watch. The most you've ever seen. Eat shit and die.
Because, yeah, Mike Stoppmill's running 122, so are Verstappen, Lazarenko. Fastest guy last time around was actually Martin, 121.9. And then, like, 23s, and then Sean Kenny's in the 25. So, Sean, it's time to pit, buddy. It's the tires are gone.
They're worse than Martin's. You need to get aboard, eject.
In fact, you're losing second place now to Christoph Verstappen.
Talk to me, Goose.
Get in the pit, Sean.
Johnny Major is calling for AEW to win the race, but in ratings, but he also has a race, so he won't be able to watch. No,
fastest lap of the race, 121.435. Mike Stoppmill.
Ha-cha-cha.
For comparative purposes, that is almost a second faster than the next fastest lap. Right, anyway. Oh no, it's only about a half second
faster.
It's only about a half second faster than Martin's.
Yeah, okay.
Martin did a 21.957.
I was just looking at Christoph's. I don't think you're right about that, but never mind.
Yeah, Christoph's is bizarrely low for a guy. He seems to be able to, like, on command run those like 22, those low 22s, but he doesn't have anything beyond that. I imagine he's got a very low lap deviation at this point because he's got to run those more or less constantly. Fran Machuca is on the pressure on Yevgeny Lazarenko, and they are catching up to Sean Kenny, who needs to pit. Sean, get in the pit lane.
Get in my belly.
He's gone too long. He's gone too long, and his tires probably his tires are done, and the new set's not going to get a lot of time on because there's only 32 minutes left.
That sounds like he's just saving tires for the next race.
Sounds like a Travis Wallace move. Although speaking of a guy who's still holding on, bound bad tires, is John Barker, but Enrique Hervas is up the inside and into 10th place final.
Oh yeah, they like it when you go up the inside like that.
Enrique Hervas came out at just a really bad spot on the track when he did his pit stop because he came up behind John Barker, who has held on for a long time and is coming back at him. So Fran Machuca putting the pressure on Yevgeny Lazarenko again, and I think he's gotten past him, and yes, he had. Bit weird there. Yevgeny just kind of gave up the spot there.
Well, you see, you want to do good, so try and do good. You give 110%, and then sometimes your tire explodes.
That is how racing works. Next up on Fran Machuca's list is Sean Kenny, assuming he doesn't pit.
Well, we have news from Zoltan Kalmandi. Apparently,
Greetings,
there's a problem with the chip on on his motherboard, and computer guy says he can fix it. So he is hoping to be racing on Wednesday.
Excellent. We'll keep a spot on the grid warm for you.
Hell yeah. He also asked how the drop-in on Friday was, which I don't know.
It was good. There was a pretty solid sized grid there. I stuck around for the Oscar Laban race and had a very lovely battle with a guy named Danger Dave, which was surprising because honestly, with a name like Danger Dave, I was very nervous.
Danger!
But he was perfectly gentlemanly. And I didn't stick around for the Zolder race, but I heard good things.
And anybody not involved with the ACC Mini Cooper racing, you've fucked up.
Just AC, no second C.
Whatever.
Fran Machuca overtaking Sean Kenny, who is on terrible tires at this point.
Terrible.
Sean, get in the pit lane. The problem is that it's not. The thing is that if he's trying to do it on one set of tires and one fuel tank, it's not working because he's going to end up in the same spot anyways. Oh, contact! Yevgeny Lazarenko is not going to like that from Sean Kenny.
Yevgeny Lazarenko doesn't like that from anybody, especially if he instigates it.
I mean, he did kind of shut the door there, but I'm not really sure if Sean Kenny had a serious chance of getting an overtake done there. Like the problem is that Sean is running about 3 seconds off the pace right now, so he's just going to keep dropping like a stone, and he's not going to end up ahead of anyone that he wouldn't have ended up ahead of if he just went with a standard strategy.
So you're saying that Butler's going to finish in 11th place? Because homeboy ain't pitting, he ain't pit yet, and I don't think he's going to.
We'll see. But
doesn't make any sense to me, and I don't know what I'm doing.
He's getting dropped like a stone. You can see that. Martin Edmonds is next up to try to take a run at. We'll see how quickly the Canadian can get the Brit Scouser done, or the American Scouser.
The Brit Ambruiser.
Brit Ambruiser. Yevgeny Lazarenko on the tail of Fran Machuca. Things have not really worked out for Yevgeny, who was in second place before the pit stop.
Javi pieces Assetto Corsa. Yes, that is Assetto Corsa Corsica. It's very localized, sir. That's what I meant.
Yeah, ACC only has the GT3 cars, so if it's the minis, it is just AC.
Well, Jesse and I have been I say this out loud. Jesse and I have been collaborating on some skins for the minis. I give him, he asked me for ideas, I threw a bunch of shit at the wall, most of it was awesome, and he used a good portion of it. So, you're looking at some quality skins.
I should,
the previews don't look too good.
Yevgeny is getting through. Yep, Lazarenko got Machuca. That's third place for Yevgeny. And we quickly move over to Mike Stockmill, who is now 45 seconds ahead of everybody.
Right. And, Mike, I developed one specifically in mind for you.
I've heard this.
Yeah, it's the California Golden Seals.
Oh, Golden Seals. See, last time it was the Whalers you said with mine.
Well, I mean, that's also an option. It's either the whale or the seals. Either way, I figured you'd bite on either of those.
Gotta love those California Golden Seals. Whoa! Yevgeny showing off for the crowd. It might have cost him third, though, as Fran Machuca is around the outside, looking to make the move. Has he got it done? They are side By side, no! Machuca's got it. So a bit of a mistake there from Yevgeny Lazarenko has cost him third place for the time being.
That's the third time I've seen somebody go up on two wheels around like.
It's dangerous. They're just waving to the crowd.
Could it be considered a zone of danger?
Yes. Yes, it
They
could.
have a highway leading there.
Correct.
Highway to the danger zone. Now I need to go watch the Archer music video for Danger Zone.
Correct. And Javi P sends a shout out to Jesse as well. He deserves.
All the love for Jesse, the Hamtown racer, the Coyote backwards.
He came to me for ideas. I threw a bunch of shit at him, and he's like, "I can make this work."
As John Peachik gets out of the way for the battle for third place. That continues to go on between Fran Machuca and Yevgeny Lazarenko. Martin, by the way, has... Now watch as Sean Kenny just drops off of the back of Martin Evans. No, well, he's sticking with him for a bit. What is the lap this time around from Sean Kenny? Is he still in the 125s? He is...
Invalid.
Yeah, little fast. Yeah, invalid. It's 24.8 last time around. But,
equal invalid.
I don't know. We'll see if this gamble pays off. This going coast-to-coast gamble that Sean Kenny and Wayne Hutchinson's going for as well. Wayne is still in 7th. Or 8th place, pardon me.
I have this mental image of a screenshot of Jesse asking me for ideas. I give him ideas, and then the gif of the guy from, I can't remember which show it was, but it's like, I can fix that.
Not sure what show you're referring to.
I don't know. There's it's not Suits. It's not. Is it Psych? I think it's Psych. There's a black dude with a hat on in the GIF. He's like, I can fix that. It's all right, but I can do better.
Yevgeny briefly got third back there, but Machuca has retaken the position. We ride with Sean Kenny for unknown reasons. I mean, he's putting a lap on John Peachuk, but that's about it. The battle between Machuca and Lazarenko continues, and it's Lazarenko ahead once again. Make some noise, Machuca fan section, as he goes around the outside of Yevgeny. Travis, when this hits the stream, you want to check this out. Yevgeny just seems to be like really, really unable to keep speed through the chicanes. Let me know what you think about that. Because he's lost the position.
Looked like he went in a little bit than Machuca, but that caused him to, I guess, be more unstable. So Machuca got a great one in comparison coming out.
Yeah, he's done that a couple of times to him. So definitely something. Would Yevgeny maybe be running on bad tires again, or is that just a line thing?
Yeah, it's probably just a line. Where he's braking a good bit deeper than Machuca.
Ariel Zatoni overtakes Sean Kenny for 6th place.
Stuff Bill watch. He's about to lap 2nd place.
Probably won't get 2nd place, but he's lapped pretty far up.
Stuff Bill watch. Will contain an entire blue whale in a car next race.
I think at this point, Sean Kenny, I think he's beyond the point of thing now because he will fall to the back.
If he has enough gas, if he has enough gas, he's going coast to coast.
He's full commit at this point, I believe.
I just don't think this has been a great strategy idea. I mean, it might win him his battle with Enrique Hervas, because of course Hervas and him were fighting before the pit stops, and Hervas got stuck behind John Barker, and that wound up delaying him significantly. But I think that Kenny probably could have made a pit stop as well and still gotten out ahead of Hervas. So I don't think he really gained anything off of this coast to coast effort.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got 40 seconds back to Hervas, so
I mean,
that's a pretty large margin.
Who does he think he is?
Well, the man behind him, Wayne Hutchinson's trying to do the coast to coast as well, I think. And Wayne has done it before. He did it at Suzuka, where he did do the entire race without a pit stop. Believe that was the first time I'd seen that happen.
Well, I mean, if he can do it honestly, maybe other people can try. I don't know.
Sean Kenny is definitely trying for it. Not sure what happened to Zarai Garunian, because he was in the fight for the top 6 there for a long time before the pit stops. And then since the pit stops, he's really not had anything.
Well, obviously he should have gone through the pit stop faster.
Probably. Fran Bachuka and Yevgeny Lazarenko will probably dominate the story for the remainder, though. They're the only two that are particularly close together.
Stop, Bill, watch. Don't even bother.
47.5 seconds.
I'm sure the race would have been a lot closer, but apparently Travis was busy buying heroin or something. Couldn't make it, though we had a massive delay due to steam being done.
We did. Oh, God! Yevgeny may or may not have just taken out his rage on the wall. Car appears to be fine, though. Whoa! Another two-wheel episode there from Yevgeny Lazarenko.
Seems pretty common on this track.
A little bit. I remember when we did the Academy race here, I can't remember who it was, might have been Adele Foucali, tipped herself over onto her side and somehow managed to right herself before the next corner. Whoa, Yevgeny! Well, that's not the track! That's not the track, Yevgeny! You got a drive-through penalty!
Yikes.
Drive-through penalty for Yevgeny Lazarenko. Track limits abuse.
Well, I mean, he is quite abusive.
Pressure's getting to him.
A little bit. He's definitely faster than Fran Bachuka, but he's not putting it together. And now, if you're Machuca, do you just let him pass, knowing that he has a drive-through penalty, and you're ahead of him anyway?
That's a tough call.
I think
They're about the same pace. I mean, if he was tremendously faster, I'd say sure.
I think that Yevgeny is actually a fair bit faster than Fran on a lap-to-lap basis. He just doesn't necessarily put it all together.
That sounds like maybe he needs 5 or 6 shots of tequila.
Indeed. They're approaching the pit lane, so let's see if he takes this opportunity to do the drive-through. Nope, not this time around. By the way, Martin Edmonds has suddenly inserted himself into this fight because he's right up on their tail now. Martin is on the charge.
He put the extra duck fat in the poutine and he get all the way to the front.
He did. Should be noted that Sean Kenny's running about a second slower a lap than Wayne Hutchinson, despite Wayne also doing the same pit strategy. So that's interesting. And a half minutes to go here at RaceRoom Raceway National Layout. Mike Stockmill well in front. Chris Verstappen and then Yevgeny Lazarenko, but Lazarenko has a drive-through penalty for abuse of track limits. Trailed by Fran Machuca and Martin Edmond.
Well, I mean, he is quite abusive, so...
Ariel Zattoni in 6th place. And then the interesting no pit stop strategies of Sean Kenny and Wayne Hutchinson.
Hutch Kenny and Wayne Hutchinson.
In for the drive-through penalty goes Yevgeny. I need to get a beverage, people. I'll be right back.
He is apparently dying. Mike's had way too much heroin today. Please call Amber Lamps. Press F to call ambulance. Travis, what's new and exciting in the land of East Carolina?
Things.
That sounds cool. My cat apparently just woke up and now wants food, which is not happening for hours yet. So that's fun.
Machuca's probably pretty happy. See that Yevgeny had that drive-through. He was thinking, "Oh, I get to breathe a little bit." But
Martin's right behind him.
Yeah. Martin has been very quietly closing that gap while they've been battling, and now that Machuca would have some free room to let his guard down, that's not going to happen. Edmonds has completely caught up.
Well, that's probably because he probably bribed Fran to slow down a little bit. Hey man, make it look like I can really race. It'll be awesome.
And I'm back.
I wouldn't doubt it, knowing Martin.
Are we back on the Martin is bribing people express?
Yes. Yes, Martin is clearly bribing people. So 2 of my predictions have come through pretty much at this point. Fran Machuca doing good things, and Martin Edmonds clearly, strangely okay at racing.
Bizarrely okay at the thing that he spends a lot of time doing.
Just a little bit odd, but no big deal. Nothing you can actually call a steward about.
Nothing you could perhaps call political manipulation.
No. Martin Edmonds clearly racing for a miscellaneous Odenkirk Coney 2012.
I didn't know that Bob Odenkirk had a team.
He clearly does.
Gotta get that Better Call Saul money to work somehow.
I'm sorry, what was that? Are you drunk on whiskey?
Nope. Just hiccup.
You can't prove that. Don't lie to the people. He's got the coke hiccups, people.
Why would I lie to the people?
Because it's entertaining.
I'm very honest about my substance abuse.
He's all about that duck fat.
Whoa. That abuses me.
Martin is challenged. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I don't think Machuca's going to wait on him.
No, I don't think so.
Come on, Fran. Show Martin who's boss.
Where's Francis?
Oh God, you're a woman. Is it sexist to hit you? Is it sexist to not hit you? The line is really blurry.
Bam.
Tell me where your boss is, or you're gonna die in about 5 minutes when the Zamboni gets there.
HuffyP says he'd rather be a liver than have a liver. I don't know what that means, but I'll go with it.
That seems like a problem.
I mean, does it mean you'd rather filter stuff out all the time than
Enjoy the stuff.
drink? I think, sir, that you may be misguided.
Hey, I mean, if his dream is to be a filter, it's his dream.
Well, shit. Should have reincarnated himself as a Placostomus in one of my former aquariums. Weird mystery noise going on. And, somebody upstairs is obviously doing something a little bit strange.
Could be.
Are you just guzzling whiskey? What's wrong with you?
Water.
Don't lie to people.
I don't lie about my substance abuse.
It's substance enthusiasm.
It's in the open.
Just
When you walk into my apartment, the first thing you see is a shelf with shot glasses and all kinds of booze on it.
Oh, I got a bucket. I got a bucket full of shot glasses.
Why do you keep in a bucket?
Most of them were given to me, and I don't use shot glasses because they're for sissies.
Sir, when you're doing Slievits, you need shot glasses.
I do not. I just use the bottle.
Also, I get people to come over and we play Slievits tic-tac-toe, because I got a tic-tac-toe set of shot glasses.
Javi P says more drinking, and I agree. I would do the whoop through the bottle, but I don't have one because I'm classy, motherfucker, and I'm using a decanter for my wine today.
That's a lie.
Of course, the decanter is now empty, so I mean, I need this race to wrap the fuck up.
Well, we got 9.5 minutes to go.
I need, I'm giving you the red light and like, wrap that shit up. I need the Dave Chappelle. What about? It's not really an actual bucket. It's like a Tupperware bowl, but it looks like a bucket, kind of. Or am I using the M&M bucket? Don't remember. I'll have to look.
Doesn't even remember where his booze shit is.
No, I know where it is. I just don't know what it's in.
I feel like that's worse.
Looking at my delayed viewing here. Martin's is really putting pressure.
He is really close, but I have I have interrupted the auto director to bring you live pictures of John Picha, who is without a front end again.
God dang it, John.
John, listen, we have to talk about your nudity and public indecency problems.
A little bit.
Y'all need to keep them puppies stored away.
I know you're proud of that grill, but you gotta hide it.
Bruh. It's not that we don't want to see it. Trust me, we do. But just a little bit of tranquilo. Just a little bit.
I'm wondering who this is that Martin and Fran are catching up to.
I'd like to report Javi P for bullying me in chat.
I give him a gold star.
That seems fair. I probably deserve that.
Not sure who that is that they're lapping.
It's the Hiccup Monster.
It might be. Could be
Mike
Wayne Hutchinson.
Guzzles, leader of whiskey, gets hiccups, pretends he's not a complete alcoholic.
Oh, there's John Picha.
Hey, it's your boy.
Sans the front end.
Very nice. Sexy.
I wonder if he's just gonna drive it home that way. Maybe they run out of front ends.
At this point, there's no point in stopping to change that again.
In related news, apparently 8 states passed laws saying that female topless nudity is perfectly acceptable, or legally acceptable anyway. I think it's completely legal in Canada. We just don't do it that much. As well as weed.
I think at this point, if John Peachy goes into the pit lane to get his front end repaired again, the pit crew chief would be like, "No, we don't got any more of those. What about those over there? No, those are defective."
He's gonna get the Chichi Rodriguez reaction from Happy Gilmore. Just throws hands in the air, shakes head. What the fuck? It'll be a challenge. John, I want to know how many times you get your front end changed in a single race. That's a challenge, not a question.
I think it's coming down to the time for Edmonds to start using the bumper. He hasn't engaged it yet.
Oh, someone was in the pits there for a second, and I believe it was Zarai Garunian making a second pit stop.
Well, on my screen, he's the one dropping down the running order, so I'd say you're right.
Looks like he damaged his front end because he's coming out of the pits with a headlight out.
What is going on? Everybody's trashing the front of these cars.
Destruction Derby. I have cursed this race with the Royal Rumble trivia, and it's a hell or high water at this point. It's a slobber knocker. Back out. Stop a mud hole.
I'm not really sure why he would have even pitted, though, to be honest, because I think he just lost positions for no real reason.
All I know is Pro Handy for the win.
Well, it won't be Pro Handy winning today.
Javi P predicts Stoffmule might win.
That's a bold prediction.
But don't quote him on that.
It's a bold prediction, too, with 5 minutes left in the race, call the guy who's winning by 52 seconds to win.
Javier Cotton Perez Torres with the bold move. It's a bold move, Cotton.
Enrique Hervas overtakes John Barker once again.
I'm sorry, what? Can you say that again?
I could. Ooh, Martin.
Martin, what the fuck?
Martin taking his anger out of the wall.
On the right side of his head.
Maybe.
Martin going for the John Peachy special, or is it the James Butler special?
Today it's the John Peachy special today for sure.
The James Butler trio.
Now I will say James Butler gets credit for damaging his car so bad that they couldn't fix it in the pit stop.
I did, in fact, quote Javi P. And then I said, hey, but I followed that up with saying, don't quote him. So, I mean, tap backs. That counts, right?
Mike Stoppmill continues to lead from Christoph Verstrepp and Fran Machuca. I would say the top two are very situated. Martin Edmonds is still trying to pry third from Fran Machuca, so the battle there continues. Ariel Zatoni, Yevgeny Lazarenko, Sean Kinney, Enrique Hervas, John Barker, Wayne Hutchinson, Zarai Garunian, and James Butler rounding off the field, really. And then John Peachy is still running, but 4 laps down on everybody. There in 13th place. Having made a couple of pit stops to fix his front end and still having a broken front end.
Travis, do you get tickets to AEW or what?
Nah, man. It's on a Wednesday.
Travis, your job in the upcoming academy job will be to get John Peachy to stop breaking the front end of his car.
Ain't nothing wrong.
I'll see what I can do.
You're gonna take him back, and you're gonna teach him meditation, how to be zen, how to not wreck the car in his anger. Ooh, little shove there by Martin Edmonds.
Not sure I'm the best to teach these things.
The most qualified.
Teach them all about the healing powers of tequila.
That's it.
Javi P is cheering for Martin, hashtag Team Puma, which everybody knows.
Javi P, as a man who speaks Spanish, you should be cheering for one Fran Machuca.
See? Rapido.
Rapido. You must reverse your stance rapidamente.
Rapido bibliothèque. No, wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Go quickly to the library.
Yes.
It's your boy Fast Library, Hobby P.
Next time someone doesn't name their team in 3D Speed, it's gonna someone's totally getting Dodds La Bibliothèque because they're
Rapido bibliothèque. Hashtag.
Martin has got the pressure on, but he's not managed to really find a way to get alongside Fran at any point. Who you got in this particular battle here with 1 minute to go, Travis? Does Martin have it in him?
I think he'll use upper and get it.
I think the better question is, what was that text message you just got?
That was a Tinder match.
Don't lie to the people.
It was.
It's somebody sending you a meme.
No, it isn't. Only you do that. You didn't do it, so there you go.
That is true. I am preoccupied. Preoccupado.
Everyone else just shares it on my
Says,
Facebook, so the phone doesn't make any noises.
Oh, lame. Hobby P says he's Mexican. Have you heard what the Spanish did? Yeah, I've read some stuff and some things. I'm semi-aware.
I'm just saying. They impacted your culture heavily.
Try to read.
Do they have schools in Canada? I mean...
Whoa, John Peach is coming into play here. Oh, they got through.
Oh, it's getting peachy.
It almost became freshly squeezed there. Oh, Martin's got the inside line, heading into the tunnel.
Hey!
Don't spoil it.
He is ahead. He is ahead. Can Fran come back? 0 is on the clock.
If he comes back, you have to drink.
He might.
They all have spoilers.
Martin is still holding on.
Didn't do it on the next corner, no drink.
Martin is hanging on. It looks like a podium for the Canadian. Oh, they may have another lap. Just based on where Mike Stoppmill is. That's always the question. We have not gotten the checker flag.
He's a minute ahead.
John Barker's up on the tail of Enrique Hervas, so the Spanish are under pressure right now from the ESR admin crew. Fran Machuca looking to the inside there on the last turn, didn't get the job done. Heading into the first chicane. Flashing the headlights. It's not over, Fran! It's not over, Fran!
Oh no! Fran, I think, is fucked all the way up.
Enrique Hervas has found himself in a green sandwich of John Barker. And I guess that's Christopher Strepin's got to be the older one. Checkered flag is now out.
The big cheer from Hobby P for Martin.
Indeed. John Barker still trying to pry a spot away from Enrique Hervas. So I guess Sean Kenny's no pit stop strategy did get him a 7th place, but he was in 7th before the pit stop, so... I don't know.
Put him in the wall.
Yeah, I would agree with Javi. I think Fran ruined it for himself, thinking it was over.
Fran, indeed, motorsports the shit out of himself.
Indeed, and it is going to be John Barker taking it over Enrique Hervas on the last lap. Congratulations to John Barcadero.
He won the Carnival Barker.
Here comes Fran Machuca across the line. Christoph Verstreppen is dropping. I think he ran out of gas. Verstreppen is down to 4th place. Still dropping.
Yikes.
Still dropping.
Oh no.
He is out of gas. No. Christoph.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Christoph Verstreppen in the pit lane. 2nd place looked guaranteed. Instead, he'll come away with nothing. Mike Stoppmill is your winner. Oh, by over a minute over Martin Edmonds and Fran Machuca. He lapped everybody except for Martin and Fran. And Christoph. Be fair to Christoph. Ariel Zatoni, 4th place, ahead of Yevgeny Lazarenko, Sean Kenny, John Barker, Enrique Hervas, Zarai Garunian, Wayne Hutchinson, and James Butler, and John Picha.
Be sure to join me in the general chat on Discord for the drunken after party. Hey-o!
Shout out to John Picha, whose fortitude got him a 12th place position.
Martin equals the second best racer that didn't get lapped.
Yes, that is true. So that is all for the ESR Enduro for the month of September for Byron Dirksen and Travis Wallace. Say any final words, gentlemen?
All LAX and free.
Okay. We will see you with our next commentary effort, which will be probably maybe the Assetto Corsa, maybe.
Equitz Orcha?
Or no, it's a practice this week. So WTCR will be next commentary.
Gross.